Francis, as tonight we begin the MIAA State Tournament with the round of 32 games. As tonight, your Pope Francis Cardinals take on the visiting Archbishop Williams on Friday Night Hoops. First, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the visiting Archbishop Williams, starting five. Wearing number 10, James Condi. Wearing number 42, Sean Higgins. Wearing number 33, Tommy McDonough. Wearing number 30, Tristan Rodriguez. And wearing number 3, Colin Waldron. Ladies and gentlemen, the Bishops starting five. And now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you all please rise, remove your caps, and direct your attention to the American flag, located near our scoreboard for the playing of our national anthem. Tonight's sportsmanship is the expectation. Be sure to let the players play, let the coaches coach, and let the officials officiate. Thank you for your attention and enjoy the game.
And good evening, ladies
ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. We are live and coming to you live tonight from beautiful Pope Francis in the heart of Springfield. It is Friday Night Hoops. It is time for basketball. Glad to have you with us, AJ Gonzalez, voice of the Cardinals, alongside with you. Here we go. We are about set and ready to begin in the round of 32. It is time to play basketball, the moment we've been waiting for a long time. And here we go. It is time for Pope Francis basketball live exclusively on Pope Prep. A reminder to like this content and subscribe to our channel. We're producing the finest and unique content anywhere on the high school sports scenes, no matter where you are and however you may be listening tonight. We thank you for tuning in. The new Western Mass champs, or should I say back-to-back Western Mass champion, Pope Francis Cardinals, coming back onto the home floor after getting the crowd, and now they'll have the opportunity tonight to move on in the MIAA state tournament. It's a quick 2 for Pope. It'll now be the Archies, Archbishop Williams, the Bishops, trying to take it the other way. They'll try to float in for 2. They can't, and a quick rebound is going to be taken in by Anderson. He'll work over to TJ Reed. TJ Reed with the second half of his life there at the end of that game against Central in the Western Mass Championship. He'll look to do something similar tonight for these Cardinals, as it'll be the Archies trying to move it up again. Down 2. Bishop's looking around, trying to create some space here. They've got it. Tristan Rodriguez trying to take it himself to the paint, and we have our first foul of the ball game. So Rodriguez fouled. I believe Sam Mayfield is going to be docked for the foul here, so that'll be his first and the team's first as well. So free throws coming in for Tristan Rodriguez. Looks to hit the first one. He is no good. I think someone in the student section got him tonight. Look at that. Yeah, everyone's going to point over there and give the little assistance there. So the max he'll be able to get here is 1. It'll make it a 2-1 ball game if he's able to hit. The Pope Francis Cardinals, Class A champs again, back-to-back. That has been the story of Western Mass basketball, beating Central in the final and having a tremendous tournament as well, giving us so much to cheer for during that tournament. Ryan Vitavelli has it here. Before we can do anything else, we've got a foul called. So to be a foul called on the Bishops, which means that Pope Francis will hold possession here. Again, so glad to have you with us tonight. MIAA State Tournament. We are here live tonight. We've got a back-to-backer on Pope Prep. Tomorrow we'll be live with boys hockey as well. They will be at the Olympia Ice Center round of 16. To take on Arlington Catholic as TJ Reed storms into the paint for 2 points. And that will make it a quick early 4-1 Cardinal lead, as the Cardinals will look for some defense here. Bishops trying to take it the other way. Looking around, they've got space and time. Trying to do something here with it early on. Cardinals looking for the mean, ferocious defense that this team has rallied upon this year. That three-pointer is off the mark there from the visitors, and the rebound will be taken in by Vitavelli. Vitavelli trying to get to work here for these Cardinals. He'll try to put it in for 2, which he is able to do. Ryan Vitavelli getting it done, and that's 2 for Vito, and that is now 6 for the Pope Francis Cardinals, starting off fast tonight against the Bishops. Bishop's going to try to counter that with an early three-pointer. They can't hit. Off the mark thus far on threes they've been. Anderson will look around, try to fire a little step-back jumper. Can't hit. Sam Mayfield will look for the rebound. He gets the steal, actually, and works it into Anderson. You like the team basketball. Anderson can't finish. Winds up on his bottom, and now the Bishops will take it the other way with a nice shake and bake right around center court from none other than Yves Conti. He is someone to watch for on this Bishops team. Cardinals looking for defense. Jackson Maurer trying to be the first one down there to bring the defense. Cardinals looking around. Bishops trying to fire from 3, and they can't hit. Rebound will be taken in by Vitavelli. Here's Ryan Vito. The Ginger Ninja looking inside, trying to get to the paint for 2, and he is fouled. So the foul is going to be called on, let me see here, Tristan Rodriguez, excuse me. I think I called number 13. Oh, boy. Frustrating for me. Rodriguez called for the foul. Ryan Vitavelli, when he heads to the line, he usually does good for Pope Francis. The first one's going to be good for him. And Vitavelli back to the line again. We'll shoot one more. Ryan Vitavelli, Ginger Ninja. Someone who's
meticulous with his craft here at Pope Francis, and his craft is simply basketball. Cardinals looking for defense now. Bishop's trying to take it up the other way. They've got possession. Looking around they are. They've got it early on. It's Condi. Condi moving it around. Nice ball movement here from the Bishops. Only 1 point on the board. They'd love for that to change momentarily. They'll try to fire from three to do just that, and they are able to drain from downtown. There's that man again. It's Tristan Rodriguez. He has accounted for all 4 of the Bishops' points thus far. It's an 8-4 Cardinal lead. Bishops, not a good week for them. Lost in the first round of the MIAA tournament in boys hockey. That was a stunner. And that will be a Jackson Maurer 3 from downtown. He has really developed that three-point shot, let me tell you. It's become an office for him. Top of the key and the mid-range shooting this year. Jackson Maurer is coming into his own as a natural here for Pope Francis. Sam Mayfield trying to get the hands up in the paint, which he does. However, it's the Bishops who are able to play it along. They'll look around. They'll maybe try to fire from three. It'll actually be a fake three. Cardinals trying to get there on the offensive side. But before we can do anything else, we've got to travel. It'll be Pope Francis possession. And for the first time tonight, the Cardinals will choose to get a sub onto the floor. It's going to be Jackson Edwards who will check in. Garrett Anderson will hop off the floor to take a seat. TJ Reed has it for Pope Francis. Reed really silenced all the doubters in that game against Central. Let me tell you, Maurer looking around. He's got it. Back up to the top of the key. Mayfield looking. Maurer dishing it out. TJ Reed. Safari looking. Trying to maybe go for two. He'll pass it out. Vitavelli from downtown. He'll try to fire, and it's money for Ryan Vitavelli. The Ginger Ninja is going off early. It's a 14-4 ball game. A lot of the pundits in the Western Mass community, at least from what I've read on, it's expected the Cardinals to win this game big, and let me tell you, their predictions right now are looking to be good. 14-4. We'll fix the scoreboard momentarily. Cardinals looking around. Reed trying to get there, trying to make the play. Now we're trying to get the hands up in the air. Cardinals still trying to do something here. 3:15 to go in the quarter. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Bishops are going to have to think fast. They'll try to fire up a three. Can't hit. They get the rebound, though, but not for long, as Vitavelli is going to go right onto the floor to get possession. And now Edwards will take it the other way. Maurer up floor. He's got it. Might just want to take it himself. Maurer trying to get 2 to go there. He can't. Rebound will fall right on the floor. Ryan Vitavelli is there to take it. And Ryan Vitavelli is there to put it in. That's 2 more for Vito. He is off to a flying start in this opening quarter. And we've got a timeout taken by the Bishops. A good start for Pope Francis tonight. About 2:46 to go in the opening quarter. 16-4, the early Cardinal lead. Coming up, lots more excitement, lots more drama. MIAA round of 32 continues next, live on Pope Prep. Off the timeout from the Bishops, we're back live on Pope Prep. Again, we thank you, the 111 viewers tonight watching this telecast live exclusively on Pope Prep Productions. Round of 32 ensuing now. It's the Bishops and the Cardinals who are doing battle in a 16-4 game. We'll error with our scoreboard. We'll work on it as that ball will head out of bounds. It'll still remain Bishops' possession here. Deep in the Cardinal territory, they'll try to work. Coming off the timeout, trying to get something going on this possession here. Early hole is what they are in right now. Cardinals going for the steal. Great wall. White trying to get going here back in their own end. Vitavelli trying to put the hands in the air. Vito looking around. It'll eventually go out to the corner. Here come the Bishops looking to do a little end around, little handoff there. Bishops trying to work inside, trying to get something going. Shot clock went off. And before we do anything else, I think we got a shot clock violation, so they'll have to inbound. It'll be Cardinal possession. Shot clock violation again, so Cardinals will inbound momentarily, which means that DeLessio and Anderson are going to come in. Garrett Anderson coming in for the second time. DeLessio on for the first time. Edwards also coming in as well. Or actually, he'll take the inbound, excuse me. TJ Reed and Sam Mayfield will be the two that are assigned to come off the floor. And Ryan Vitavelli will take it up here for Pope Francis. The Ginger Ninja. Vito's got it. Vito looking around, trying to go for two. He is on fire. He is having a Ginger Ninja quarter for him. Try to do a little pump fake, shake and bake. He's fouled, and he's heading to the line to shoot two. Ryan Vitavelli at the line here for Pope. First one's going to be good for him. Gets it to go. Vitavelli off to a flying start in this opening quarter. That has been the story for Pope Francis. Nine-point first quarter for Vitavelli leading the way. 18-4 Cardinal lead. Off the Western Mass Championship. Look out. That pass high from the Bishops heading into the third row. Almost knocked the hat off of Mr. Reed. That would have been too bad if that happened. 18-4 game, 1:57 to go in the opening quarter as Jackson Edwards will inbound. Jackson Edwards, how about him? He was Mr. Clutch as well. I mean, if he does not hit that three, man, oh man, they would have probably not have won that Western Mass tournament. Maurer will try to fire from three here. Yeah, just off the mark, went in and out, and that'll head out of bounds too. Vitavelli tried to play it in bounds, but I believe that ball went off the line. So it'll be Bishop's possession here, 1:45 to go in the opening quarter. Vastly approaching the second quarter. Cardinals looking for defense. DeLessio trying to get there, trying to make a play. Maurer trying to put the hands in the air as well. Bishop's looking in, trying to fire for two. Can they? Will they? They absolutely will. Bishops get it to go for two. How about that? So for the Bishops, I believe that was Tristan Rodriguez who got it to go. That's 6 for him. He has all 6 points tonight for the Bishops. Garrett Anderson trying to fire for two. Can't hit. Rebound. Garrett Anderson still trying to stub it. Oh, man, he is finally fouled. Referees are going to come in, make sure nothing gets a little chippy here, making sure we have a good, clean game tonight on Pope Prep. 18-6, the lead for the Cardinals with 1:12 to go in the opening quarter. TJ Reed's going to hop back onto the floor, and Jackson and Maurer will take a seat for Pope. Cardinals looking around, trying to shake and bake. Edwards tried to fire for three. Couldn't hit. Rebound. Cardinals still trying to stub it home. Vitavelli tried to get there, and the visitors will quickly take it the other way. Bishops, 1, 2, 3, 2 for them. Passing it around the horn. It worked out for him. It's Colin Waldron adding his first 2 of the night. 53 seconds to go in the opening quarter. It's suddenly an 18-8 game. DeLessio with a hot head of speed gets it to go for 2. Jordan DeLessio getting it done for the Pope Francis Cardinals. He fires for 2. And the visitors actually have an air ball on their three-point attempt. Cardinals working fast. Off the fast break, they'll look in, try to fire for 2. Garrett Anderson is off the mark. DeLessio's telling him to move the ball, trying to catch him at a snooze, to say the very least. Cardinals trying to get the hands in the air again. Vitavelli going for the steal. He gets it. Vitavelli is having himself a first quarter shot clock off. 15 seconds to go. Vito kicking back. How about TJ Reed from downtown? How about money? No. He is off the mark. Rare occurrence. Rebound. Bishop's trying to get there, and they are fouled. And a 28 game. Cardinals now will look for some defense. 3 seconds to go in the quarter. Bishops have to work fast for points. Reed's just going to fire it up from half court. It'd be a miracle if this went in, but he cannot hit. And that takes us to the end of the first quarter. We've got a 20-8 lead for Pope. Coming up, we continue. Round of 32. One team will go home. One team will advance. Who will it be? MIAA round of 32 continues next, live on Pope Prep. That being said, we are ready to continue on Pope Prep. Cardinals and Bishops both coming out of their timeouts. It's time to start the second quarter. Again, so glad to have you with us for a game of this magnitude on Pope Prep. Bishops inbound. We are ready to begin again on Pope Prep. Second quarter is now live exclusively on the Pope Prep YouTube page. Cardinals looking for defense. Bishops trying to work it inside, but Garrett Anderson is able to get back there. It's a dogfight forward on the floor. We've got a jump ball coming in. It'll be Pope Francis possession. Garrett Anderson will inbound momentarily. Top G, as they like to call him. Moving to the round, TJ Reed has it for Pope Francis. Again, TJ Reed, just like the number on his jersey, was shut out in the opening half against Central, came to life in the second half, had a third quarter from heaven, and the Cardinals wound up winning the Western Mass Class A title and wound up going back-to-back. TJ Reed looking for the ankle breaker. He'll kick out instead. He'll find a wide-open Garrett Anderson. Anderson off the mark again, though. Can't hit. Rebound taken in, though. Anderson looking around, trying to shake and bake. He's got bet Jackson Maurer. Maurer kicking back. TJ Reed. Look in. He's got Anderson. Garrett Anderson. 1-2 for Pope. Garrett Anderson getting it to go for the Pope Francis Cardinals. It'll be a 22-8 game now. Bishops looking for some defense here. Cardinal fans trying to cheer them on with some defense chants. Bishops can't hit the three, and the Cardinals swallow up the rebound here. Maurer kicking out. Reed inside. TJ for two. Can't hit, and we have an offensive foul. It'll be going the way of the Bishops. So Bishops will inbound now. Down 22-8. Slow start for them in this second quarter on their possessions thus far. Cardinals looking around. Anderson for the steal. That has been a problem all night. The Cardinals have been ball hawks on the defensive side. And let me tell you right now, Pope Francis, if you give them an opportunity to get steals and make plays on the defensive side, on the offensive side, we know it. They've got sharp shooting, and that's not a good match for the Bishops. Bishops looking around now. They've got space, trying to get a play here. Their coach is frustrated. You can tell. They'll try to fire from three here. He can't hit there. That was the man, Tommy McDonough, who's having a hard time hitting. Cardinals looking for defense now. Bishops have it. It's Colin Waldron kicking it around. Nice passing from them. Joe Schwartz inside, trying to get for two. Is their man, Tristan Rodriguez. Without him, I don't know where they would be in this game. Let me tell you. That's 8 for him in the ball game. That's 10 for the Bishops. Cardinals looking around. Maurer has got it. Jackson Maurer back up with a Mayfield. TJ Reed actually had to tie his shoes, so he'll be back in the play now. Mayfield kicking back out. It's Reed. There's TJ. TJ looking to carve his way to the paint, maybe. He'll defer and try to find Anderson inside. Anderson can't hit, and the rebound is taken in by the Bishops. Edwards and DeLessio will be coming in momentarily. Cardinals looking for defense. That one will head out of bounds. It'll be Bishops' possession. Edwards and DeLessio are going to hop into the ball game, and Anderson and Reed will be the ones to check out. Cardinals looking for defense now, trying to get inside for two of the visitors, and they do just that. Right there for the Bishops, I believe that was Chris Swerblaws. Swerblaws gets it to go. Chris for two, how about that? Jackson Maurer looking around now, up 10 are the Cardinals. 22-12 our score on Pope Prep. Mayfield trying to get going before we do anything else. We've got a jump ball coming in. Bishops picking up a little bit of momentum here in this late stage, in the mid stage actually, of the second quarter. Pope section tonight, as you see them on your screen, blackout for them. They'll be at the hockey game tomorrow, you'd suspect, as the Cardinals will look for defense now. It'll be DeLessio. It'll be the first defender up there trying to make a play here for the Cardinals. As the Bishops will try to look around now. Nice ball movement from them, trying to fire for two, and they do. How about that? That is Rodriguez. He is having a first half for him. I mean, it's a Vita Valley versus Rodriguez show right now, as DeLessio has it again. 22-14. Cardinals trying to get going. Again, lots of excitement in that last game. They just need to cool down now. Just start playing good team basketball again. They have been slow starters this year. That has been a theme we have watched for. It happened in the Class A championship game. We'll see what happens here as the visitors trying to make a play. Almost heading out of bounds and having a scary collision with the side was Rodriguez. Meanwhile, Mayfield looking up. Edwards for two. He gets it to go. It's Jackson Edwards with the tap for 1-2. Jackson Edwards, again, that guy, let me tell you, Boy, oh boy, does that kid have drive. Let me tell you, that three-pointer he hit against Holyoke to win it for him was absolutely ridiculous. And I don't know what else to say about that because it was simply that. Joseph Schwartz with the two-pointer there for the visitors. D'Alessio has it now. D'Alessio moving back. How about Jackson Maurer from three? Give me a Jackson Maurer three. Again, that offense, we've been talking to you about it this year. Jackson Maurer from downtown has been money. He is there too. Jackson Maurer getting it done for the Pope Francis Cardinals. That'll make it a 27-16 game. Vita Valley looking for defense. Bishop's trying to move the ball around. They got numbers up the floor, trying to shake and bake they are. Cardinals looking for defense. Maurer trying to put the hands in the air. Mayfield will, and he will pick up the rebound. Mayfield up to Vita Valley. Vita Valley looking, trying to fire for two. He gets it to go. Ryan Vita Valley with the shake and bake for two. We've got a timeout on the floor. It's Ryan Vita Valley's first points of the quarter. How about that for Pope Francis? Off to a good start. That's a 29-16 lead. Coming up, we continue on Pope Prep. 3:19 to go in the second quarter. Stay tuned, champions play here. Back in a flash on Pope Prep. Bishops, Cardinals, round of 32. Back and ready to resume on Pope Prep. 3:19 to go in the second quarter. Cardinals starting out fast, 29-16 their lead. Bishops off of the timeout. We'll try to take it the other way. Bishops called the timeout. They'll try to look up the floor now with space. They've got it. Looking to make a play. Here they are. It's Schwartz. Joseph Schwartz around midcourt. He'll feed it back. He's got his man. It's Colin Wardred. Wardred moving it around nicely. They are. It's Brendan Conroy. Conroy, before you do anything else, we got a traveling call on the floor. Traveling violation it is. It'll be Cardinal possession with 2:57 to go in the second quarter. $2:57 to go in the second. Cardinals out to a flying start tonight. Round of 32 ensuing right here on Pope Prep. D'Alessio looking around now, trying to fire for two. He gets it to go. D'Alessio getting on a roll here in this second quarter. That's 2 for him in the quarter, 4 for him on the night. He is someone to watch for the future. Let me tell you, a freshman can do it all on both ends of the floor. He's very quick as well, catching defenses in slumps. That is mainstay this year. Cardinals looking for defense. Archbishop Williams trying to fire from downtown. It'll just be a catch for Ryan Vita Valley. Vito looking up floor, up to Edwards. Edwards inside. Mayfield trying to get going. Back out. Edwards for two. Basketball, that's what it is right there. Vintage from the Cardinals. It's Edwards with 4 on the night, and the Cardinals out to a 33-16 lead. Ball movement superb. Basket even better. Cardinals out to a 33-16 lead. Bishop's trying to catch up now. Again, at this point, if you're the Bishops, you want to keep it the way it is right now. Just end it like this. But the Cardinals are not done yet. Every point from this on forward is going to count, and it's a steal. It's a steal for the Bishops. They're going to take it the other way unless Vito can get a hand up there. He could not, and cashing in for the Bishops is Joseph Schwartz. That's 4 for him in the quarter. It's a 33-18 game. Ryan and Vita Valley caught in a snooze there, and Schwartz took full advantage, but Vita Valley here says, yeah, I'm done with that, but not for a minute. He'll have to get it back as Schwartz again will get the rebound here. Joseph Schwartz looking around now. Schwartz moving. Nice ball movement here from the Bishops. Picking him lead. Moving to the round. Schwartz Shot clock at 10. Bishops have got to work quick. They'll try to fire for 3 with a lot of arc on that shot. They can't hit. Less than a minute to go in the opening half. 48 seconds to be exact. 33-18 ball game. Now we're looking inside, trying to find a man in Mayfield. Here's Sam. Sam kicking him back. Jackson Edwards for 3. Can't hit. Rebound taken in by Mayfield. Here's Sam trying to fire for 2, and he is fouled. So Sam Mayfield's going to be fouled. He'll be heading to the line, to shoot 2. TJ Reed getting ready to check in. Sam Mayfield at the line for Pope. He'll shoot 2. First one coming in for him. Rattles in. TJ Reed and Anderson are going to come in for the closing stages of this opening half, with Edwards and D'Alessio taking seats. Mayfield at the line. Trying to make it a perfect 100% from the stripe. And he will not. He goes 50%. More than anything else, I think we've got an infraction here. I think they'll let him do it again. I think someone from the Bishops may have jumped there. So free throw coming in nonetheless for Mayfield. Again, have the opportunity to make it a perfect 2 for 2. And he will. So Sam Mayfield takes full advantage of the miscue from the Bishops, and that will make it a 35-18 game. Now 30 seconds to go in this opening half. Cardinals looking for defense now. Bishops, nice ball movement. Before anything else, I think we got a foul called on the Bishops. It'll be Pope possession. 19.7 to go in a 35-18 game. Be huge for the Cardinals to get some points here. Trying to add on to their big lead in this opening half. Bishops, a frustrating one. 15 seconds to go in the half. Mauer looking around. He's got a man in TJ Reed. Reed shaking and baking. Vita Valley. Ryan already aboard the buses, chant. Wow, a little harsh. Reed looking in. TJ Reed, the shake, the bake. Reed still going. Mayfield up top, on his head to end the half. Sam Mayfield, the energy there, and that will make it a 37-18 game. Sam Mayfield says it's halftime with authority. Wow, how about that from Sam Mayfield? Coming up, folks, we've got the halftime report. Sam Mayfield on his head will send us to the halftime report. We have a 37-18 lead for the Pope Francis Cardinals. Coming up, we'll break down the first half, look forward to the second half, and look forward to boys hockey tomorrow. Stay tuned, champions play here. Back in a flash, Pope Francis halftime report is on the way, exclusively on the Pope Prep YouTube channel. Welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen. We got a 37-18 ball game on our hands. AJ Gonzalez, voice of the Cardinals, alongside with you. Let me tell you, how about that first half? Sam Mayfield really capped it off with that dunk. Sam Mayfield this year, airborne for the Cardinals, the sophomore. He's only a sophomore. Think about that for a second. Wonder what it could get like for him during senior year. He is going to have a lot of fun in the second half of his basketball career here with Pope Francis. We've got a 37-18 game, and right now for the Bishops, I mean, you heard it in that opening half. Board the buzzers chance already. A rough first half for the Bishops. Cardinals are going to look to keep the pedal to the metal in the second half. Bishops, right now, they've got to start shooting better. That's number one. And number two, the turnovers. It's absolutely killing them on the offensive ends. Cardinals have been all over them like fish. They've just clan right to them. I mean, really. I mean, the defense has been superb for the Pope Francis Cardinals, and for the Bishops, you've got to figure it out now. You got to hold the basketball. It's that moments like these is where true good teams are tested. Tonight, the Bishops are in the midst of that test, down 37-18. This game looks to be a runaway. But right now for Pope Francis, they'll look to just hang on and take control of this game even more, up 37-18. Coming up tomorrow, folks, we've got a great game. It's boys hockey. Pope Francis Cardinals versus Arlington Catholic. Wow, that is going to be a fun game tomorrow, round of 16. Remember last year, the round of 16, the Wellesley Raiders. I mean, that game came right down to the end as well. Pope Francis narrowly, and I mean narrowly, pulled that one out. And now for Pope Francis tonight, they're going to try to hang on to this one. It looks to be easy, but tomorrow we are going to be watching that game. It's going to be a lot of fun. Pope Francis hockey tomorrow. Again, Pope Francis and Arlington. That is a 1 o'clock puck drop, so we will see you with pregame coverage starting at 12:50. Coming up here, we got the second half. Stay tuned. Champs play here. We'll be back in a flash, live exclusively on Pope Prep, because this is where the champions play. Back here on Cardinal land for the second half, about 2 minutes until we begin. Right now, story of the show for the Cardinals is Ryan Vitavelli. Vitavelli had himself a tremendous first quarter, hitting 9 and then 2 in the second, 11 points. It's leading the way for the Cardinals in their 37-point first half effort. Coming up, we got the second half. Stay tuned, champions play here. Back in a flash, live on Pope Prep and exclusively on YouTube. But if you haven't already, folks, like this content, subscribe to our channel. We're producing the finest and unique content anywhere in the high school sports scene. So no matter where you are and however you may be listening, we thank you. Oh, we got a fight. Oh, we have a big-time brawl. Oh, boy. We've got pushing and skirmishing. Oh, man. I think one of the fans may have said something to a player there. Wow. We saw pushing and shoving there. I think someone went after. Oh, my God. That was a scary situation. Why don't we pause here for a minute? We'll step aside. Man, oh, man, that was scary, something to say the very least. We had one player that was someone pushed. There was a pushing. I mean, that was just crazy. We'll look over at what happened coming up next. Welcome back. I mean, this just turned into chaos over in the student section. I mean, one player for the Bishops, I mean, just absolutely, I think it was Nick Petch who took a tumble. He punched him right and square in the face. And luckily, we've got great staff here tonight that took care of the situation right away. Man, oh man, that was crazy. I mean, we saw a player push someone literally in the face. I mean, and the player immediately got thrown out of the ball game. I'm not even sure who it was, to be honest with you. I just saw punches being thrown. That was absolutely crazy. Yeah, they're trying to restore order down here. We've got officials talking to both coaches now. That was absolutely crazy, and that's the only way I can describe it. Luckily, we've got staff down there that handled the situation. Mr. O'Neill and actually Dr. Harrington were the first ones down there to take care of business. In my years of doing broadcasting here for Pope, I have never seen anything like that. Yeah, we're going to have to let our music fade out here. I mean, first time that's ever happened for us. We're ready to begin. I think the officials are deciding what to do now. I think a player just got sent back to the locker room. I mean, that was absolutely crazy. It's a 37-18 ball game. I mean, attention on the Pope Francis court has kind of gone away here. I mean, the officials are still deciding what to do. Police have actually gotten involved in the situation, it appears. We have a policeman on the court, and I think they're actually going to send teams back. They got to figure this out. We'll step aside to try to get more information for you. Back in a flash on Pope Prep. Well, welcome back. We're still trying to figure out how to proceed here. I mean, this is just, again, all attention is really turned off of the game and just focusing in on that situation. We've got local law enforcement now getting involved in the situation. Absolutely crazy, if I've ever seen it. Officials are going to have a conversation here at center court, as you see on the screen. Coaches are having a conference. No Pope fans were thrown out in this situation. Again, I don't think anything happened there. Cardinals and Bishops are still waiting to get back onto the floor. We'll step aside again. I think we're almost ready to begin the second half, but we'll see. Coming up on Pope Prep, lots more fun. MIAA Round of 32 continues next. Okay, it appears that we are ready to play in the third quarter. Just been informed that the Bishops will be a man down for the rest of the game. Throwing punches is definitely going to get you thrown out. And we are ready to begin in the third quarter. It is about time that we resume this game. Nick actually has an ice pack on his head, so. Yeah, but scary situation nonetheless. You want everyone in this building feeling safe. And the player has actually gotten thrown out. Now it'll be up to both teams in the MIAA to figure that one out. It is just going to be a disaster and a half. Cardinals looking for defense now. Bishops trying to take it the other way. Cardinals all the momentum in that opening half. Bishops trying to get it going here. Cardinals trying to get defense. And they get the fire from three instead. Are the Bishops. They hit, and that is all day long. It's Tommy McDonough who puts it in. And just like that, makes it a 37-21 ball game. Maurer has it for Pope. Jackson looking around. Garrett Anderson trying to make a play. Vitavelli. Vito looking around, trying to fire up for two. Can't hit. Rebound taken in. Reed. Reed back out to Anderson. Anderson looking inside, trying to fire for two. Can't hit. And the rebound is taken in by the Bishops. Bishops trying to make a play here up the floor. They'll shake and bake and look around now. They've got it. Bishops with nice ball movement here to start this third quarter out. Look around and try to fire from long distance and can't hit. It'll head out of bounds. Air ball on the floor. 6:49 to go in the third quarter. And Anderson will inbound now. Cardinals will take it the other way. Reed has it for Pope. TJ Reed looking. He's got it. He'll fire for two and can't hit. And the rebound is taken in by the Bishops, and TJ Reed is called for the foul, and D'Alessio can't believe it. 6:34 to go in the third quarter. Bishops will try to take it the other way in a 37-21 game. Bishops trying to fire for two. They'll be able to hit. That's Tommy McDonough getting it to go for the Bishops. Again, all the attention here. I mean, the energy in this building that was there at the end of the first half kind of died down a bit. I mean, all that attention now has gone the other way. Vitavelli will try to make me pay. Vitavelli gets it to go from downtown. He is having quite the game for the Pope Francis Cardinals. It's good. And now the Bishops will try to take it in the other way. Bishops looking around, trying to fire for two. They can't. Rebound taken in by Vitavelli. He'll work the other way with it. Ryan Vitavelli, the Ginger Ninja, off to a good start in this third quarter. That's 5 for him in the quarter, and that will make it a 42-23 lead for Pope. 16 on the night for Ryan Vitavelli. Cardinals looking for defense now. Bishops trying to get something going here on the offensive ends. Reed has it. There's TJ. TJ looking in. Mayfield back out to Vito. Vito to Maurer. Jackson Maurer for three. Call it, baby. Call it. Jackson Maurer from downtown. He gets it to go for Pope. It's a 45-23 lead for the Cardinals. I mean, after something like that, if you're definitely the Bishops here, I mean, after something like that, what we just saw on this floor, I don't know how you respond. I mean, Vitavelli's going to be called here. Excuse me, rather, the Bishops are going to be called for the foul. Vitavelli will be heading to the line momentarily. I don't know how you respond to something like that when your teammate throws a punch at a fan. Now it's 46-23. It's a big hole on the road. Very well looks like they'll be playing their last game of the season. Vitavelli is able to hit from two. Both free throws are able to go for Vito. Now to bump his total up. And the Bishops will try to take it the other way. 47-23 now. Cardinals looking for it. Bishops trying to make a play the other way. Bishops looking in, trying to make a play here. Tommy McDonough back out around. Bishops trying to fire for two. They can't hit. And the rebound is taken in by Pope. Cardinals looking around. Vitavelli. Ryan Vitavelli looking in. Vitavelli has it. There's Ryan Vito. Vito looking around, trying to fire over to Maurer. Maurer can't hit. It'll go off the rim, and we've got a foul call. Foul going to be called here on Pope. Bishops looking around. Cardinals will take it the other way. Vitavelli has it for Pope. Vito is fouled before he can do anything else. He'll be heading to the line momentarily. Again, folks, we thank you for tuning in. Reed looking around. Reed's got it. Reed trying to fire for two. He gets it to go. TJ Reed with two. That's four for him in the ball game. Makes it a 49-23 game. Cardinals slow starters usually in the opening halves of these games. When you give them a lead in the opening half, it's doomsday for you in the second half. Reed looking. He'll try to fire from three. TJ in and out was Mr. Reed, and the rebound is taken in by the Bishops. Bishops looking in, trying to fire around. Nice play here from them. Shaking and baking is Waldron. Waldron moving it back, trying to fire for three there was Tristan Rodriguez, and he couldn't hit. Reed looking. He's got a man, Maurer. Maurer trying to fire for two. He gets it to go. Jackson Maurer getting it done for Pope. And I think we got a whistle here. That is going to be a whistle, and that is actually going to be a foul on the Bishops. It appears that all momentum, or any momentum that they had, frankly, has just been lost, just gutted out of them. 51-23 game. Game getting out of control in the late stages of this third quarter. Mayfield looking around. He's got Reed. There's TJ. TJ Reed for two. He gets it to go with flair does Mr. Reed. Reed gets it to go. It's 53-23, the lead for the Redbirds. Cardinals looking for defense, trying to get there they were. Before we can do anything else, you got a travel called. Again, the Bishops will get subs onto the floor. And now the Cardinals will inbound and try to take it the other way. D'Alessio over to Maurer. Jackson Maurer back out. Edwards trying to fire for two, and he can't hit. Glances off the rim. Rebound taken in by the Bishops. And try to take it the other way. They've got it. Bishops trying to make a play here. Looking around, they've got it. They'll try to fire from downtown, and they do just that. It's Mike Folan getting it to go. That's a three-pointer for him, and that will make it a 53-26 game. Third quarter winding down for us on Pope Prep, but TJ Reed says enough of that. That's two more for him. Reed having quite the quarter. 6 for him now in the quarter. 8 for him in the ball game. 55-26, the lead for the Cardinals. Archbishop Williams looking around now. They've got it. Trying to shake and bake they are to the paint. They'll try to put it up for two. Can't hit. It'll hit out of bounds. It'll still be Bishop's possession, though. Tomorrow, folks, coming up, round of 16 will take us to the Olympia Ice Center. Lots of fun hockey time tomorrow as boys hockey will be playing against Arlington Catholic as Maurer and Mayfield will take seats. D'Alessio and, for the first time tonight, Trammell will hop onto the floor. Bishop's trying to take it up the other way. That is going to be a lot of fun tomorrow. Round of 16 again. Last year we got a classic in the round of 16, the Wellesley Raiders. And that game was an absolute thriller. Cardinals looking around, trying to get some defense here and trying to fire from three. They are Archbishop. Brendan Conroy gets it to go from three-point range. It's good. Conroy gets it to go. TJ Reed gets it to go the other way. That's 2 for him. So after Conroy's 3, it was TJ Reed with nothing but buckets there. 2-pointer is good. Cardinals looking for some defense, but the visitors are able to hit there. Make it a 57-31 game. Cardinals have it now. It's TJ Reed. Cardinal fans want some defense towards the late stages of this third quarter. Game turning into quite the party tonight for Pope. Termel looking around now. He's got it. Anderson. Garrett Anderson looking. He's got Reed. TJ going to take it himself. He'll try to fire for two, but before you know anything else, he is fouled. So TJ Reed heading to the line for Pope. Cardinals again working from right to left in the second half. Reed will hit the first free throw. Second one coming in for him momentarily. Second free throw from Reed is good. That's two for him on the free throws. Good quarter for Reed as well. Very productive. Workman like 10 in this third quarter. It's a steal here. Edwards taking it the other way. Edwards for two. Gets it to go. That's Jackson Edwards for 2 points. Cardinals going to try to get the steal the other way. Bishop's just trying to lob it in the air. Shot clock turned off. 20 seconds to go in the third. Cardinals up 30. Bishop's looking around. And for the rest of this game, they're just going to have to fight as long as they possibly can. Reed will look around now. He's got it. Here's TJ Reed. Reed trying to shake and bake up for final seconds of the third quarter. Reed for three. Can't hit. Rebound. Cardinals are looking for it, but that's it. Quarter comes to a close, and for now, it's a 61-31 game. Coming up next, folks, we've got the fourth quarter. Stay tuned. Champions play here. Back in a flash on Pope Prep. Fourth quarter ready to begin on Pope Prep. It's the Cardinals who are up big time on the Bishops. 61-31 our score. Cardinals looking for defense. Bishops trying to fire it around. Maybe try to fire for three. They can't hit. Rebound taken in by Vito. Vito up the floor to Termel. Here's Owen Termel. Termel back out to Ryan Vitavelli. Vito tried to get going, couldn't, and now they'll have to get back on defense. Will Pope Francis, but going in for the steal is Jackson Edwards, and the Cardinals, just like that, will take it the other way. Vitavelli looking around. He's got it. Vito over to Edwards. Jackson Edwards from downtown. Can't hit. I swear that was the exact same position where Edwards hit that miracle three against Holyoke. Couldn't hit there. He was just trying to go nothing but net. Maybe not the backboard there. Free throws coming in for the visitors. First one going to be no good. It's off the mark for Tristan Rodriguez. Entered the fourth quarter of this game. Again, folks, a reminder to like this content and subscribe to our channel. We produce the finest and unique content anywhere on the high school sports scenes. No matter where you are and however you may be listening tonight, we thank you for tuning in. Bishops and Cardinals doing battle on Pope Prep. Anderson over to Termel, and now the Cardinals will work it up the floor. Closing stages of this one, 61-32 game. Alessio over to Termel. A shake and bake from Termel. Wow, that was a shake and bake and a half. Broken ankles, too, for the Bishops. As it'll head out of bounds. It'll be the Cardinals who will inbound. We love Otichia. He earned it there. Vito looking up floor. He's got Termel. Vito trying to fire for three. He's off the mark. It's a bit short. Rebound taken in by the Bishops. Bishops trying to make a play. They've got it. Bishop's looking in. Rodriguez can't hit. Tafi's fouled instead, so he'll be heading to the line. 6:55 to go in this fourth quarter. Free throws coming in. Rodriguez. First one is good. Got a reminder to like this content, subscribe to our channel. I'm telling you can't mess up when you do those two things. Again, getting all of our MIAA post games, pre games, and actual games as well, and everything in between on Pope Prep. Jackson Maurer has it. He'll move it up the floor, up to Vita Belli. Vito over to Edwards. Jackson Edwards trying to fire for two. Off the backboard and in. Oh boy, does Jackson Edwards love to use the backboard. 63-34 now, thanks to Mr. Edwards. Edwards getting it done for the Pope Francis Cardinals. Fourth quarter, those are his first 2 points of the quarter. Cardinals looking for defense. Edwards trying to get the hands in the air, but it's just a little bit too much for him. It'll head out of bounds, 63-34 game. Nonetheless. So for Pope Francis, it sure does look like they're heading to the next round. Sure does look like they're heading to the round of 16. Bishop's trying to fire from three. They are going to hit. How about that for the Bishops? They hit from downtown. It's Tristan Rodriguez. He has carried the offense tonight. But unfortunately for him, his efforts are just not going to be enough. Vita Belli looking inside. He can't hit. Cardinals trying to pick up the pace here a little bit. Anderson looking inside, and we've got a whistle here. Oh, we got an extra skirmish. I think it was just accidental. It was. Vita Belli and Rodriguez. Vita Belli looking around. Edwards looking in. He's blocked. Edwards blocked ferociously there. James Higgins getting the block and putting it in for two. No, the Bishops can't. Rebound, Bishops still trying to put it home. They still can't. 63-39, the score now. Cardinals trying to take it the other way. Vita Belli trying to get there, trying to make a play. TJ Reed's going to hop back in for Owen Turmel. Turmel will get some applause here. This game enter its closing stages, and we'll put a capper on the round of 32. Girls hockey, congratulations to them. A nice win yesterday. By a score of 2-1. They'll head into the round of 16. Round of 16 games coming in this week. Beginning of March means the MIAA tournament's just heating up. Anderson looking, back out to Maurer. Jackson Maurer from three, how about it? Can't hit. Rebound, Ryan Vita Belli puts it in for two. Ryan Vita Belli getting it done for the Cardinals. He's been their MVP tonight. He's been getting it done in all four quarters, and that will make it a 65-39 game. Before we do anything else, no shot here. We've got a whistle. Seen some classics over the years in this gym. That Western Mass tournament was like nothing else. Let me tell you, Amherst, then Holyoke, and then finally cap it off with Central. And in that final alone, just the excitement and the joy that these players had, let me tell you. Down at half, they were. Then it seemed like it was over, really. But then the Cardinals, again, TJ Reed came to life. And the Pope Francis Cardinals zoomed in the fourth quarter, and the third quarter too. I mean, the third quarter really was where they did their most zooming. It was TJ Reed getting it done low in the fourth quarter with dagger shots there at the end that won it for Pope. Central had a chance to win the ball game at the end. They could have hit a three at half court. Would have been a miracle. They couldn't hit. Before we do anything else, we got a timeout. We'll step aside. Stay tuned. Champions play here back in a flash on Pope Prep. 4:55 to go in the fourth quarter. Welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen. Ready to resume. 4:55 to go in the fourth quarter. Cardinals in command, 65-42. Their lead. TJ Reed looking around here, trying to really put some salt in the wound now are the Cardinals. Vitavelli will try to fire from downtown. He can't hit. Rebound taken in. Anderson tried to get there. Couldn't make the play. And now the Cardinals will have to get back defensively. Visitors trying to fire from three again. They can't hit. Rebound taken in by Pope Francis. It's Edwards. Up top, TJ Reed's got it. Here's TJ. TJ looking around. TJ back out to Edwards. Jackson Edwards over to Vito. Ryan Vitavelli trying to fire from three. He is in sync tonight. Ryan Vitavelli getting it done again. That's three more for him. 4:16 to go. It's a 68-42 game. Some of those brave Bishop fans that have made their ways out here to Springfield are going to start heading to their cars, getting the heat on, and heading home. I mean, a frustrating outcome for them tonight. And the Cardinals will try to finish out strong on this Finish Out Strong Friday. About 4 minutes to go in this fourth quarter. Cardinals looking around. It's Reed again. TJ trying to fire from three and have a heyday. He can't. Cardinals have to get back on defense as Rodriguez is looking for the long ball. Winds up in the student section. 68-42 the score. 3:46 to go in the ball game, and Garrett Anderson and Jackson Edwards are going to check out. So will Jackson Maurer. Sage Kennedy will inbound now. Vito kicking it around. He's got a man in Anderson. Ethan Anderson hopping onto the floor. I'll try to fire from three. He is on a roll. Ethan Anderson getting it done. How about that? That's three for him. So write that one down. Ethan Anderson getting it done from downtown. Reed looking for defense here. Cardinals trying to get there, trying to make a play. Bishops have it. 70-42 the score. Cardinals trying to get the hands in the air. Vitavelli trying to get there. So is Anderson, but the Bishops will finally get back under it. 3:05 to go. They were trying to do something there, but it wasn't really working out for them. They tried to go in the air and maybe try to fire on a shot, but it just wasn't enough for them. Effort tonight, not enough. Mayfield taking it in. Over to Vito it goes. Ryan Vitavelli with 2:48 to go in this fourth quarter. Reed's got it. Here's TJ. Reed over to Anderson. Ethan Anderson inside. Mayfield back out. Vitavelli. Ryan Vito. Over to TJ Reed. Reed's got it. Cardinals looking for some defense now. Bishop's trying to make a play here from downtown. They'll try to fire from three. They can't hit. 2:20 to go in this fourth quarter. Flying along tonight on Pope Prep. Sage Kennedy will try to fire from three. He is able to hit and gets a big applause from the Pope Francis fans that are in attendance. Sage Kennedy, the freshman, another one of those guys with a big future ahead of him. Hits from three. Cardinals looking for defense here. Anderson sent down to the floor. D'Alessio, Henry, and Carson Willard are getting ready to check in. TJ Reed's going to get his curtain calling tonight, and so will Vito. Two main stars of the show coming out for the Cardinals and Sam Mayfield. They're big three, really, coming off the floor. Cardinals looking for defense now. D'Alessio trying to get in there, trying to make a play, and head out of bounds. Student section wants Carson Willard to get some points here. All on their feet for him. Free throws coming in on the visitors. 1:59 to go tonight. Coming up, folks, we've got the Cardinal postgame. We'll break down what we saw here tonight. Look forward to tomorrow. Boys hockey. Big game for them against Arlington Catholic. Coming up next tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Live on Pope Prep over at the Olympia Ice Center for the round of 16. Round of 8 this year will be a neutral site, so we will try our very best to get out there. Let you know us. We're good on the road. Let's say that. D'Alessio looking around. He's got a man. Sage Kennedy. Kennedy over to Henry. Fans chanting Carson. They want Carson Willard here. Kennedy looking around. He's got it. Kennedy trying to fire for two. Off the mark. Cardinals still trying to get there, trying to make a play here was Henry. And the Bishops will take it the other way. This will be the end of their season. A foul called on the floor. Bishop's trying to get some free throws here to make the score a little bit better. Back to a 30-point game we go. Free throws coming in again. Statement from the number 3 ranked team in the state tonight. Ethan Anderson inbounding. D'Alessio has got it. D'Alessio looking around. Over to Kennedy. Here's Sage. Sage Kennedy back out. Josh Henry. Henry looking. Over to Carson Willard. Willard back out to Anderson. Ethan Anderson trying to take it inside for 2. He can't get it to go. 1:15 to go now in the fourth quarter. Bishop's trying to get any points they can get now at this point. Some of these guys, they may be playing basketball for their very last time as Bishop's. Cardinals looking for D. Bishop's trying to fire from 3. They can't hit. Rebound is picked up, though. Cardinals still trying to get there. Anderson just trying to put his hand in the air, and it worked out for him. Let's put the hand in the air silently. D'Alessio will take it the other way with less than a minute to go. He feeds out. It's Sage Kennedy in transition. He is off the mark. Rebound. Henry actually tipped it up. D'Alessio trying to move it over to Willard, but the pass is picked off. Cardinals looking for it, trying to make a play here, but they can't. We got a blocking foul called on the floor. That'll be Anderson. Bishops will fire again for 3 throws here. Shot clock is off, and they'll head out of bounds. It'll still remain Bishop possession, 33.6 to go. Game about to wrap up. A statement win, nonetheless, for the Pope Francis Cardinals tonight. Number 3 ranked team in the MIAA tournament for a specific reason. This team can absolutely ball. 27 seconds to go now. Anderson will move it around. It's D'Alessio who will take it in now. D'Alessio over to Henry. Josh Henry over to Willard. Carson Willard looking around. He's got a man in Kennedy. Here's Sage. Sage back around looking for D'Alessio. Carson Willard trying to fire from downtown. He is off the mark. That will just about take us to the end of the game. Bishops will put it in for 2. They get it to go. And that will just about do it. Pope Francis Cardinals hang on for the win. Easy enough. A statement for the number 3 ranked team in the MIAA. 73-45 your final tonight. Coming up, folks, we've got the Cardinal postgame. We'll break down what we saw here tonight and look forward to boys hockey tomorrow on the flip side. So coming up, we got the Cardinal postgame. Stay tuned. Champions play here. Back in a flash on Pope Prep with the postgame show. Exactly 1 minute. Welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen. About to wrap up tonight on Pope Prep. Cardinals a convincing win, 73-45. How about that showing from Ryan Vitavelli? Let me tell you, he will earn the player of the game nod for this one. Cardinals will head into tomorrow with a win. Again, for all scheduling updates regarding this boys basketball team, we encourage you and invite you to visit the Pope Francis Prep website. You can find updates and details on the upcoming games, scheduling, and things like that, and location, all under the Pope Francis Prep athletics page on the website. You can find all that information there. Tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to turn back to good Pope Francis sports coming up. I mean, boys basketball tonight, a blowout. I love the sport. The game was not really that entertaining, but nonetheless, it's the Cardinals winning in convincing fashion by a 73-45. Tomorrow, boys hockey, number 2 ranked team in the state. They are going to take on Arlington Catholic. How about that? That is going to be a fun game. You'll be there live. It'll be Matt Zenda and Caleb Gilmet tomorrow with coverage for you beginning at 1 o'clock. That'll be a fun game. So, again, can't join us in person. Make sure to join us on the live stream. We got you covered all year long on Pope Prep. That game, and that if the Cardinals are able to win that game, they will advance to the round of 8. Tonight, it is the Pope Francis Cardinals boys basketball team that will advance to the round of 16 coming up on Pope Prep. Again, that was a fun night. Thank you for coming with us tonight exclusively on the Pope Prep YouTube channel. For my associates here at work, Matthew Zenda and Lucas Cusson, this is AJ Gonzalez, the voice of the Pope Francis Cardinals, signing off and saying so long from Springfield. We'll see you tomorrow with more exciting hockey on Pope Prep.